is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And in today's video, we're getting into the first edition of Mopar stories. This is a thing that a lot of you guys were requesting that I do, going around basically the Mopar community and talking to different people and kind of sharing their story. And this is just like a pilot thing that I'm doing, and I'm doing it with a good buddy of mine that's now known on the internet as Green Beret Demon 170, or GB Demon 170. And there it is. There goes that Demon trailer. Da, 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 da. What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And I'm linking up with a friend here who some of you guys might know, might not know. If you remember, when we really started transitioning the channel was after this active duty soldier got screwed by a car dealership in Mississippi. And after going with myself and Butter and OC Motivator and Lucky Lopez and so many others that just piled on, Modern Red, Hemi, like so many different people that just piled on with this, you know, Dodge and Tim Kaniskis made the right decision, and they got him taken care of and got him a one of one. They call it the Green Beret color on this Demon 170. Well, he hit me up and I'm traveling and he said, hey, let's link up. And I was like, 100%, let's do it. So we're going to do that. He's towing out the Demon 170 now in the trailer. So you guys will get to see him here in a minute. But yeah, roll that intro. God, that thing sounds beautiful, man. So welcome on back to TK's Garage. We're going to get into it. I'm going to be linking up with my guy Cody here in just a minute as he offloads the car and whatnot from the trailer. We're going to go take it for a ride. And then I'm going to let Cody introduce himself. We're going to do some different stuff with the car and then kind of get into, you know, how this car came to be and some of the stuff behind it and why it's probably the rarest Demon 170 on the planet. And I'm sitting here with the one and only owner of the rarest one of one Demon 170 on the planet. And why don't you introduce yourself and talk a little bit about the car?
Yeah, so Cody Espinoza. I've got what been deemed the Green Beret Demon 170. It's a jailbreak one of one, and it's the Green Beret green color. You know, Dodge let me name the paint color. It was color matched from a Green Beret. So, yeah, it's, by my definition, I would assume it's the rarest Demon 170 out there. So
easily,
it's pretty unique, pretty cool story behind it, and I look forward to sharing it with everybody.
So I'm gonna have some different clips and stuff in here from when he brought it out here. Make sure I'm gonna link his channel in the description down below, and make sure you guys go subscribe so we can blow his channel up, as he's eventually going to transfer from military life into civilian life. But while he's still doing both, we want to get this thing popping for him, so when he comes home he can hit the ground running. So make sure you guys go do that. So as you heard from Cody himself, he does run the GB Demon 170 channel. I highly recommend you go check it out if you haven't already, and go subscribe. But one thing I can tell you is that's a solid guy, man. I met a lot of people that are pretty influential in my life now behind a situation that happened with this gentleman. You know, this guy is still actively serving our country in the United States Army. And at the time, he was deployed to a war zone, right? And he was supposed to come pick up his Demon 170 at another dealership, at a dealership that is close to where he lives in Mississippi. And needless to say, the dealership played a lot of games, and unfortunately with the Demon 170, a lot of dealers played a lot of games. And they sold his car that he had ordered with his name on it to somebody else. And that person, who's a great person in their own right, by the way, didn't know about it. And unfortunately, Cody had to find out about that through Facebook and through a Facebook group, right? That the dealer had sold his car. It started getting some traction. It came out onto the forums. And then I saw a video by Butter the Insider that really changed and transfixed totally changed what we do now at TK's Garage. And it just really changed a lot of things, right? Well, we came more into doing Mopar news and consumer advocacy than we were builds and going to auctions. Needless to say, Butter does a video, I see it, I end up doing a video, OC Motivator does a video, shout out to my homie Lucky Lopez out there in Vegas does a video, and it gets Tim Kaniskis's attention, and I give Tim Kaniskis a ton of credit here. And he, at that point, Tim invites him out, and they allow him to take delivery of his Demon 170 at Jay Leno's garage. And they agree to paint his Demon 170 a one-of-one color and match it to the VIN and have the plate, which I will show you here. Yeah, that's awesome. And this has like a slight green tint in it, right?
Yeah, so I mailed them a green beret and they color matched it. So that's where the green comes from.
And then they painted it.
And they let me name it Green Beret.
What?
You didn't know that? I thought you knew that.
No, I thought it was still black.
No.
I couldn't tell them because it's the first time I'm seeing it in person.
But I thought we talked about it.
No, I know, but I thought they just called the black color they had on it Green Beret. I was like, oh, that's cool. But they actually made a color.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mailed them a green. Well, I had a buddy from Bragg mail them a Green Beret because I was still in Iraq.
Yeah.
And they color matched it.
Woo! That green is, oh my God.
Yeah, especially when you catch it.
When the sun hits,
yeah.
Oh my God, that thing hits. Well, this is officially a solid investment at this point because it's a one-on-one.
It's one-of-one in many ways.
Yes. Oh my God. Woo. And having that plate on the car designating this guy's military service and designating, all he's given for our country, for my freedom, your freedom, everybody else's freedom. Seeing that car today, I didn't know. I always thought the car was black and they just called it Green Beret, Green Beret color, right? I didn't know, and I learned that story today from Cody, that they sent a Green Beret in and they color matched the actual beret to the car. That car looks like it's black, and then when the sun hits it a certain way, as you've probably seen in clips here in the video, it's green. And it's gotta be one of the coolest things that I've seen. And it's a testament to when the Mopar community gets together, right? Anything's possible. And I also don't think Butter gets enough credit. I never would have saw that story or saw what happened. Me and Cody would never have met had it not been for Butter doing his video and talking about it. I wouldn't be where I'm at today doing what I do had I not seen that story and talked about it. And it's just crazy how life happens. And they say, things happen for a reason, or fate. And this is one of the cooler Mopar stories that I think I've seen. And it's to see just how special, and you know, you hear the one of one term used all the time when it comes to cars, but to see this is an actual one of one, and I'm happy to see it in the Mopar family. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. This is a short video. I'm going to test something out where we do Mopar stories, and maybe I travel around the country and I sit down with people like, you know, my guy Herman, Demonology, and talk about his demons. Maybe I go to different places and sit down and talk about their Rams or their cars, their trucks, their SUVs, and we push these Mopar stories. Make sure to go subscribe to Cody's channel. Like I said, the GB Demon 170 channel. He's also on Instagram and a couple other things. I hear he's coming to TikTok here soon too. So needless to say, as always, make sure to smack that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up button if you like what we do. Make sure you go subscribe over to Cody's channel. And as always, stay petty, my friends. And honestly, let me know what you think about a Mopar Stories channel. I mean, maybe I make it a separate channel where we do that, but I think just maybe covering it and putting it here on TK's Garage and doing a thing called Mopar Stories would be interesting. I don't know. Anyways, see you on the next one. So it even has custom 170, like I wouldn't even put those on the car.
So I know I've been debating on it.
I would just have some other ones mocked up.
So
like some AliExpress shit. And
yeah. So I met a guy at Mopar Heaven.
Okay.
And he gave me a contact of a guy that can make some replicas. So I'm gonna try to get some.
Whew. This Demon boy. And there goes that Demon.